Hello all. So welcome to this particular video by PrepBee. In this particular video, we would be discussing about how should you deliver upon the question why MBA. Before understanding how to deliver, you should always understand why it is important to prepare for this particular question, right? See, this particular question sort of gives you a chance to explain your rationality behind joining any particular MBA program. And to be honest, this is one of the most important questions. I have seen various students who are not able to justify their reason to go into a particular MBA program, and then the panelist grills them to next level. Because if you are not really clear, or if you are clear in your mind, but you are not really able to communicate that why do you want to do an MBA, it will be very tough for you to kind of sort of bring you back to the interview, because you have literally made a very negative impression in front of the panelist. You have literally showcased that you don't really care about the upcoming 2 years of your life. You don't really care about 20 to 25 lakh fees you are going to pay, and you have literally prepared for a national level aptitude test without even being clear in your mind that what that particular curriculum of 2 years has to offer you on the plate, right? So that is why you have to understand. I will discuss in depth that why this particular question is asked, what is the rationality behind asking this question. So, building on these pointers, first point is they want to know what is the level of clarity of goals that you have in your mind. Have you decided upon any goals you would want to have or you would want to achieve in your life, or you are just going into MBA like, see, let's see whatever happens to me in MBA, let's decide while we go in MBA, because there are many people who say that I would want to decide upon the domain when I join an MBA college. Who told you that you would be getting this sort of time? Once you join your MBA college, there are n number of things that you have to go through, in n number of things that you would be participating in, and probably in 4 to 5 months, or at max 6 months, you have to sit for your summers. You won't get that much of time that you can sit and decide that which domain you want to do. So they want to seek clarity of goal in your answer. Second point would be your decision making ability. They want to decipher that is this particular decision at this point of time right for you, because you would tell that I am doing this particular job, I have done particular undergrad. So they would want to see that whatever future you see, is that particular future aligning with this particular program that they have to offer. Is your decision correct or not? That is something that they would want to decipher by this particular answer. Third thing would be alignment with the program. See, you can say that I am at particular juncture of my life at this particular time. I would want to go to any other juncture of my life, and I would go want to go there by the virtue of MBA. See, you have to understand, is that particular program ready to offer you that? Just imagine you are trying to showcase something that is out of the purview of MBA exam or MBA curriculum. So it will show a clear cut misalignment. It will show a clear cut miscommunication in terms of that you are not really ready for this particular program. You are not really aware of this particular program, what this particular program has to offer to you, right? So they also test that how are you aligned with this particular program. Now, justification of investment. See, this is very important for a person who is having work experience. They will want you to justify that are you making a right investment or not, because for you it is not just investment of capital that you would put in, but also the opportunity cost. You would be leaving your job, you will be leaving 2 years of pay that you might have got, or also a promotion that you might get in the next upcoming 2 years. So they will also see that are you able to justify the opportunity cost before joining the MBA college. And last of the most important thing is storytelling. Even if each and every point is justified, storytelling is something that is very much important. And here I don't mean that you should recite a very good story over there, you should build characters, you should build climax, etc., etc. No, that is not what I meant. I meant that there should be a clear flow, that what exact juncture of your life you are there, and where do you want to go, and how MBA can help you. In next particular slide, you would get this picture very much clear in your mind, that see, there is a past and there is a present to your life. You have to see that what are different situations or what are different instances in your life that has probably led you to do this particular MBA. right? You have to see that there is a past, there is a present, and then probably there is a future that you would want to see yourself in. And then you have to decide that how MBA can help you. This is a very big mistake that a lot of people do. They align their answer and they showcase MBA as a last milestone in their journey. MBA can't be a last milestone. After MBA, what you have to do, that is something that should come out pretty well. You have told that you have done certain undergrad, you had certain experiences, you have certain internships. Then you have to clearly state a gap that MBA would fill and how it can help you to achieve your future aspirations. If you are a person who don't have any future aspirations and only doing an MBA was your last goal, then your answer is incomplete, my friend. And then you have to think that after MBA, what is something that you see for yourself? If you have not thought till now, there is no problem. But now at least you should think that after MBA, what is there something that lies for you? For that, you would need to have exposure to what are different domains, what are the roles that are offered by different domains, what are the roles that might interest you, and through that you have to nurture this particular answer. Right now, just an extension to this question, that a panelist might not directly ask you that why do you want to do an MBA at this particular time. They might ask you that why do you want to leave XYZ present of yours and probably switch to an MBA. Then there is a backtrack to this particular answer that is also showcased in this particular slide of ours. That see, if you are in any job at current position, or if you are into any undergrad degree, you have to clearly justify that in two ways it is not right to pursue that particular result of yours. Firstly, you would be dissatisfied and you won't be able to perform at that level because you have realized that you have certain other future aspirations and you would want to fulfill them by doing an MBA. So you have to clearly justify firstly that you are not the right fit for that particular job. You are not the, I should say, you are not the best fit for that particular job, because there are a lot of people who can come at that particular position and literally justify that role. You are not really aligned with that role. That is why you have decided to do an MBA. So a dissatisfied person in a position is not a good choice for any company or for any particular juncture at that point, right? So that is something you have to clearly state, that there should be a clear detachment from your present and past and a clear attachment towards your future. And in all of this process, the catalyst would be MBA. So this is a very good picture that you should keep in your mind. This is literally a mental mapping that you should keep in mind before you prepare your why MBA answer. That I have to go from A point to B point. I have to show detachment from A and attachment towards B, and the catalyst would be my MBA degree. If you prepare your answer in such manner, it will look like a complete and a holistic why MBA answer. And there would be certain cross questions to you, but your chance of getting grilled in that particular interview would be very less, because overall you have justified your reasoning quite well for doing an MBA. Going ahead, see, if you remember, I talked about the point of storytelling. Storytelling is very easy, or it becomes very easy, I should say, when you use certain frameworks. In my last video of Tell Me Something About Yourself also, if you have not watched that video, please go and watch that video. I have discussed that how we should structure a Tell Me Something About Yourself answer. Now coming back to this video, see, having frameworks in our bucket is very important, or can be helpful to anyone who is finding it very hard to bring a storytelling or bring a seamless flow in their answer. So if you are a person who struggles in this particular thing a lot, we help our student out to solve this problem by giving different frameworks. For each type of answer, we have at least 4 to 5 frameworks that are literally built to suit for any profile. If you are a fresher, you would be using a different framework. If you are a person with work ex, you would be using a different framework. If you are a person who is coming from a non-business background like BTech, MBBS, etc., then you would be using a different frameworks, right? So using these frameworks will make your life very easy when it will come to structuring of your answer. And we teach each of these frameworks in depth with practical example in our live classes. So if you would want to learn these frameworks, if you want to use these frameworks while making your answer, definitely you can join our AYN program. The link would be in the description. And if you feel that I am at a particular point where firstly I would want to test myself by giving a mock PI, or I would want to participate in mock GDs. After getting a clear cut assessment, after getting a pure feedback, then I would be deciding that how should I prepare and what should I do. Then that is also something PrepBee provides. We provide free trial mock PIs and mock GDs. For that, you can visit our website and book a free mock trial PI. Also, you can join our Telegram community. In that particular community, we share a lot of helpful resources. If you are not a part of our program, at least join that community so that you are up to date with all the business news that we share, with all the other resources that we share. Even we share domain wise compendium. So there are n number of things. I can't list everything over there. It is not an exhaustive list. So join the Telegram community. Hope to see you there. All the best for your GDPI preparation.